Hey guys, Paul from
Hi,
Ashen.
Paul!
It's Paul from Ashen Phoenix. It is New Comic Book Day for the week of January 8th. There we go.
Wow.
Yeah, only second week. Screwed that up completely. We're going to get started. This episode brought to you by shirts. New year, you need a new shirt. So buy one. Links in the description. If you like what you see here, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you know when everything comes out. Because we're on Wednesdays, we're going to be changing our time here soon. So this video is actually going to be coming out a little bit earlier. So make sure that you know when it's coming out.
Hey guys, it's Tim. Because who the hell else would it be? It's time to do some trades and stuff. Oh, I'm from Capes and Scowls. You all know the deal by now. I don't really care if you don't. We got Black Widow, Golden Book. These are fun. I read these to my daughter. She loves them. We got Aquaman, Volume 1? Yeah, Volume 1. So many, whatever. So many reboots. Or do-overs. Or comics are exhaustive, aren't they? Sonata. Did you read any of this?
No.
Yeah, me neither. It's people on pterodactyls. Probably great. Captain Marvel, Volume 2. We didn't read any. No, I read issue 1 of this. It was okay.
I think I read issue 2 randomly.
That is very random. We randomly think it's okay. Volume 2, it gets even better. Guaranteed.
We assume.
We have no idea. Amazing Spider-Man, Volume 6. This we've read just about every issue of. You love it. That's the Absolute Carnage tie-ins.
I actually skipped over all of that.
We love it. Shh.
You might love it.
Shut the fuck up. Loki, Volume 1. This is the Kibble Smith new one. We have Unearthed, Volume 1. I read issue 1 on here. Go back and find it if you want. It was pretty good, but I didn't keep with it. Batman Arkham, Black Mask. I've read a lot of the early Black Mask stuff. Great character. Can't wait to see them do him on the big screen. Injustice, God Among Us, Year 5. Who knew this thing would still be going? I love that. Have you ever read any of this? It's great stuff. Absolute Carnage by Donny Cates. Donny Cates is the biggest thing ever. I'm calling it. Black Widow, welcome to the game. This is one of those trades you should probably get before the movie. It looks like it has everything you could possibly need if you're unfamiliar with some of these new Black Widow characters. And finally, Doctor Strange. This is Volume 4. This is probably the tail end of that last run before he becomes the Surgeon Supreme. A lot of people dug this. I only read a handful of them, but it's probably the greatest thing ever.
All right, first up we have Batman 86. It's a new run. This is James Tynion. Nothing really seems to be different, which is a plus because you kind of hope that after Tom King's colossal run that there might be a drop off in books, but there's not. Tynion's, he's done Batman before. I loved his run on Detective Comics, but now it's a new run. So Batman is starting to basically try to make a Gotham that doesn't need Batman. And at the same time, there's this plot line going on in the background. If you didn't read the last issue of Batman, then I'm not really going to spoil, but like one of his major villains is coming back and is going to basically do the ultimate and perfect crime. The only person that really knows about this is Black Cat. Not Black Cat, Catwoman.
That's the one.
It's one of the cats. But
Catman.
it was interesting. Tony Daniel's artwork is always going to get me, but the writing was solid. So definitely go check this out. If you dropped your books because Tom King stopped writing, good news, you can still read Batman. It's good.
First up, we have Miles Morales, The End, number 1. Can I just say, I like Miles Morales, but I've never gotten deep into Miles Morales, so I don't know if I'm missing something fundamental here, but this is like future Miles Morales, where he's like, got a dad bod and stuff, and he's just trying to protect survivors in a dome over Brooklyn, and there's weird germ monsters that are trying to murder everybody, and it's really strange. The art is usually fine. There's a couple times where it's jarring, and I'm just kind of like, nah. But then there's other times where the panel layout is spectacular, and I'm just like, wow, they really knocked it out of the park. It's really the same guy who just kind of bored me with a page or two. Sorry, but that's the way it was. The book's fine. It's kind of a one and done. I don't know if they're going to tie into a bunch of other things. But, yeah, I wasn't, like, overly in love with the book. But it's fine. If you like Miles, you'll probably love it more than me. But, yeah, it was the weakest thing I read this week. Sorry.
Next up, we have Amazing Spider-Man issue number 37. It's Otley and Spencer, and that makes me happy because I just like the combo. Spider-Man is using a new item called the Clairvoyant, which is something that was happened over the last 3 or 4 issues, that basically extrapolates all of the choices that are made over the multiverse and gives him a probability of things happening in its time, so that way he can fix them or change them. And he goes through and starts trying to do everything that didn't happen in Civil War II. Pretty much. I mean, there's a callback to it in here. But it's a fun issue. Nick Spencer always does a great job. He always brings up some weird D-list person. Although Tim argues how D-list this character is.
Oh, I'm clearly joking.
I mean, to me, he's a D-list character. Tim loves him so much, and he's only in one panel. But he loves this whole book just because of that one panel. So, I mean, pick that one up. I mean, it's a fun read. It's definitely good. Check it out.
All right, next we have Daphne Byrne, number 1. This is part of the Hill House books, those horror books from DC, Joe Hill, and all that. This is written by Laura Marks with Kelly Jones art. I love Kelly Jones art. It's not as over the top, but I have a feeling it'll get there. This is about a young girl named Daphne Byrne, and she's quite poor and quite, she's not treated well. She is looked down upon by her peers and just everybody. This book is strange. If you want strange, you have it here. I think this potentially will go somewhere good. This issue doesn't give you a ton, just that Daphne is not going to take no crap, and she has some sort of weird tie to the occult. Doesn't really give you too much more than that, so if you want something weird, this might be for you.
My pick of the week is The Clock. It's a very interesting book. It is by Matt Hawkins.
I love Matt Hawkins.
Tim loves Matt Hawkins.
I do.
And, it's pretty good, solid reading. It's a terrifying book. It is a world similar, very similar to ours, but a variation of the cancer virus is slated to kill half the world's population. So any person that has a predisposition to get cancer, this virus will give them cancer and they will be dead in 2 months. And you deal with the main character who has this kind of information in his head and what's going to do with it. Because, I mean, the government can't let that get out, because if it gets out, it's going to cause panic. If it doesn't, kill everybody everywhere. But also there are some sinister undertones about where this virus may have come from. And I'm really kind of interested to see where this goes. It really set up an interesting possibility on the idea of weaponizing cancer. And that's kind of creepy. But yeah, it hits a little too close to home. If you ever deal with any kind of cancer survivors, it's a heavier book than it should be. But man, it's a good read. Check it out.
All right, my pick of the week, Paul, is from Scout Comics. It's White Ash number 1. White Ash number 1. This is by, I'm going to say their names because I enjoyed this book, Paul. Charlie Stickney, Connor Hughes, and Finn Cram. Probably screwed up that somehow because I'm so bad with names. But White Ash is a story of a young man who's trying to get out of the town of White Ash. It's in Pennsylvania. It is a mining town. Everybody works in the mine. And, have black lung, and they love the mine. They're all about the mine. The mine is the one thing you can do in White Ash for work, for the most part. And he's trying to get out. He's trying to go to college. His father works on the mine. There is a weird sub-story going on with a guy who seems to be murderous and evil. And the two stories are going to kind of intersect. I really did enjoy this book. I thought the art was pretty good. I liked the character design. It's a weird book, man. I don't know where this is going to go, but I enjoyed it, and hats off to you, because I read a lot of stuff, and I don't always, like, come on, man, you beat a Marvel and a DC book. Good job, Scout. All right, that's the end of the video. We're at the end of it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for checking us out. Buy a t-shirt or something at the link. Paul loves t-shirts.
I do like t-shirts.
I like t-shirts too. I have too many. To the point where I'm not allowed to buy a new one without throwing out an old one.
I've gotten to the point where I only wear the same like 3 over and over and over again.
You don't have 37 of just that one shirt?
No, it's partially branding, but it's also partially sloth.
Sure, yeah.
Just keep rotating the same one. And technically, since they don't know which one it is, like it's like one line changes.
It's a great shirt, so if you want to look just like Paul and just
No,
wear...
don't do that, because not everyone wants to look like me. You're gonna look better in this shirt. So
your goal is to buy the shirt and then tag yourself on social media with the tag #LookingBetterThanPaul. That's what I want you to do.
You don't want to make me cry either.
You could make him cry. It'd be fine. You know what? Don't even buy the shirt. Just #LookingBetterThanPaul. What do you think of that?
So wrong.
It's not so wrong. It's just kind of wrong.
Why
I know everybody look better than me. You can #LookingBetterThanTim.
Why are you trying to hurt me in 2020, man?
New year, same me? Isn't that how that goes?
It's a little bit more brutal than normal.
Oh, well, new me then.
So wrong.
I have on Capes and Scowls website. I will have a new podcast out tomorrow when this goes up. Yeah, maybe. Trade review. I shit on this book. You're going to love it. So check that out. Bye, people.